guys, I'm here to do a March wrap-up video. It's the 30th of March, but I don't see myself reading any more books. I'm almost finished with the Hunger Games, so I'm hoping to have that finished by tomorrow night, if not the first morning in April. So I didn't get really a lot of books read this month. I think I got 6, and I don't have any of them with me, so I'm sorry about that. So I will just pretty much do a thumbs up, thumbs down, and do a very brief, I guess, to be read pile, if I have time. So the last book that I read recently is Getting Pregnant the Natural Way, and this is by D.S. Fingold and Deborah Gordon. I definitely give this a thumbs up. It had lots of valuable information, from herbs and aromatherapy to massage, to supplements, for specific things, and it was just a really, really good guide. I will probably be picking it up sometime soon in the near future because I would like to have a copy for myself. And that averages for about $15 by itself. And then I read Wicked Weekend by Gillian Archer, and while I kind of did enjoy this book, I gave it a 3.5 stars, so that was kind of like it wasn't the best book that I've ever read. It wasn't like highly original or anything like that. It was an average read. I enjoyed it. I found it quite fun to read. It was an erotic adult novel about a woman who's at her sister's hen's night, and her sister's a bitch, and she finds a man who has a signaling that they can have a fling, a one-night stand, and it turns into a bit more than that. So I thought that some of it was believable, but others not, and in some parts it felt a little bit rushed, but I did enjoy the overall story, so I'm definitely giving it a sort of thumbs to the side. And then I read Forbidden Fantasies. Now, I really, really like this book. It was written by, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my blog right now because it has all my reviews. Written by Jodie Griffin, that's it. And I definitely love this one. I gave it 4.5, but it was about a couple who were kind of timid, but they had a really good relationship, and then they wanted to step it up a bit, but the woman was afraid that her marriage would crumble if she admitted her feelings about anything. And it was just a really good, solid romance story. Like, I don't mean a sappy one, I just mean that it was very, very good in regards to the dynamic between the two, the dynamic as a family, and it was believable, and it was rich, and I really enjoyed that story. And that was only 27,000 words, so it wasn't that many pages, but it packed a punch. Then I read The Twilight graphic novel by Stephanie Meyer, adapted by Young Kim, and to be honest, that was like that. I think I gave it 2 stars. Like a waste of my life. I feel like I need to get it back, but yeah, not a fan of it at all. I won't even go into detail. I just did not like it at all. Then I read Cracked Up to Be by Courtney Summers, and I'd heard a lot of things about this book for a while, for many years, but at the start I hated the character, I hated it, and I thought maybe that she was just being snarky, and the reason why she was acting like that was because she had gone through something terrible. But even at the end of the book, I still didn't feel for her, and that's saying something, because usually, even if a character is a bitch, if I can connect with them on some level and still feel compassionate towards them, then I'm more likely to like the book. But I did not feel really anything for her. I went through the whole book hoping that I could find out what was really wrong with her. And I did, and it was just like, not one of the finest books I've read. 2 stars, definitely like that. And I don't think that I'm going to read anything by her too soon. I know that she has a new book out I might pick up, but not too soon. Didn't really like her style of writing either. And I think the last book that I read was The Last Beginning, and that was the last book in the the Curse of the Phoenix series. Curse of the Phoenix? I'm pretty sure, yeah. By Rachel Firazak, and I love this series so much. I cannot wait to go back on my Kindle and read it again because I just enjoyed it so much. If you have not read this book yet, pick it up off Amazon. It's like $3. It is so worth it. If you are not really a romantic person though, or you don't like romantic elements, which pretty much every book really does have some form of it. This is for adults, of course, and it has sort of like a supernatural flair to it. But I really like the dynamic of these couples as well, especially Sadie and Osiris. I felt like I had more connection with Sadie and her past than any other ladies. I just really liked the nitty-gritty of her existence, and I don't know, I just liked her past, I liked her background, I liked what it meant to her and what it meant to Osiris, so definitely pick up those books. But I reviewed those for Entangled Publishing, I believe, which I still have to do I was going to do a promotion support thing for their site, because I really like spotlighting publishers. I think it's cool, and I like sharing the word of my favourite publishers. But that's my sister. But I really did like this book. It was really good, and I think I like The Last Beginning. It was definitely a thumbs up. I liked Wicked Weekend, sort of, but I love forbidden fantasies, and I loved getting pregnant the natural way. So, not too many books, but still enough. I think I'm almost at 30 books now. 30 books this year. And my plans for the first week in March. My To Be Read plans. I'm going to do a To Be Read pile for the whole month. I think I'm just going to do like week to week with my weekly reads books. The first book I want to finish this in April, well, probably not the first book, but I do want to finish it, is Cecilia Ahern's P.S. I Love You. I'm about 200 pages in, and I've got about 500 or so to go. Not 500, 300. So I can definitely probably finish it in the first week. Definitely, probably. Awesome. And Ladles and Gentle Spoons, I will be reading, hopefully too. Pregnancy Questions and Answers. And I thought, I could take my time with it, because, I just want to know things, and it's like week to week as well. Isn't that so cute? So, I'm looking forward to reading this, plus it's a library book, so I want to finish that soon. And lastly, for the actual physical books, I really want to get stuck into this new book that I got. It's called The Mothers Group by Fiona Higgins, and it's about a mothers group, and I love it. I love the cover, I love the premise, I cannot wait to get stuck into it. This is exactly what I have been looking for and wanting to read, so I'm really glad to be picking it up soon. And I don't think it would sit on my shelf very long, because it's been nagging at me since I bought it to read it. So okay, and for ebooks this first week, I'm only going to try and read one, I think, because that's a lot to read in 1 week. I would like to read First Time Forever, which is a short-ish gay male erotic romance, I guess. and if I have time, probably start Juicy Joy, which is a non-fiction book. I was thinking about doing something new, but I'll talk about that later, about me, how I choose my books, and instead of reading like a lot of YA or a lot of non-fiction or a lot of adult books, I want to kind of mix it up a bit. So that's me, that's my wrap up. A slow month. We just, last night, a pipe burst in our bathroom and flooded the hallway and the front entrance of the house a bit. So I'm sort of trying to unwind after that. It was insane. We used so many towels trying to pick stuff off the floor. Or like soak up the water. But yeah, and I haven't really been doing much else reading because I've had guests and I've been busy. But I am now down to 89 kilos, which means that I've lost 4 last week. So I am happy about that. And you can't really tell that much at the moment, but I'm pretty sure soon you'll be able to tell, because I feel like my face is starting to sort of not get so moony and puffy. But that's me. So what have you read in this month? And I would like to thank Misty for inspiring us all with this. Thumbs up and thumbs down. I probably just forgot to do half of those at the end of the video, but my brain's not with it right now. I have the power. Sorry. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.